Good day. Hello, my name is Yinka Loede, and I would like to give you some updates about the immigration situation in Germany. And so I would like to share some updates with you. Now, first of all, what is Health Center all about? And so I would like to share some updates with you. Now, first of all, what is Health Center all about? And so I would like to share some updates with you. Okay, I hope this one, I really don't know why it's doing this. But anyway, let me continue. Hopefully, everything will be fine. So, once again, Hope Center is an organization that helps immigrants to integrate into Germany as a nation. And the vision is to build a self-independent people and establish a brighter future for you, your children, and that we are a people that give back into the society where we have been integrated. Now, for such a long time, the laws in Germany, when it comes to immigration, are very tight. But just of recent, they made some new laws. And I think last year, December, I think we were all happy, with the new government, the three parties are coming together to form a coalition of a government. Definitely, there will be some laws, some new laws, regulations for immigrants. And finally, some laws have been, regulated, which favors immigrants. Now, the first thing I would like to say here is this. I am talking to two categories of people. I'm talking to people who have come to Germany to seek asylum, that you have you've been here for a very long time. And I'm also going to address students and people who came from Ukraine, because I've said right from the beginning, the procedure is, also kind of similar. So while I'll first talk about the asylum seekers, the people who have holding Dudun. I will first talk about them. But please, people that you from Ukraine, either you are a student or you are a refugee in Ukraine, now you're now in Germany, please pay attention, because one thing I know about German laws, when it comes to immigration, these laws are similar. And I strongly believe what is working with the refugees also will work for you. And I remember in the beginning, I was using my experience of dealing with refugees, with asylum seekers. That is what I was using to help students from Ukraine. And I really thank God for today, because many of you that followed those advices that I gave by getting admission, go after your admission, get a job, and doing all those things, it's really going to play out for you, because now the new laws for asylum seekers. The first one, those ones who have dudens. Now there are two categories of people who have dudens. There are people who your asylum have been rejected, and sometimes we run back to Italy or run to another country. But now they are saying, even if your dundun have been rejected, now they're going to reconsider and accept you this time around, starting from January. But who are these category of people? There are people who have Dudun, you have Dudun, but you've stayed in Germany for 5 years. Maybe you've been working or you've been going to school. You show that you can take care of yourself. Now, this is also one thing I've been, been talking to people in the camps or in this asylum procedure. I remember I keep on saying the laws, keep on getting better. They keep on changing the laws. And when that law came out about 18 months, yes, I know in some states it's different. But when when that law came out, if you stay in Germany for 18 months and you have 18 in Germany, they will give you something called a pre-residential permit. And then many of you went to get jobs. And what I tell people, once you work for 3 months, get out of the government house, get off the social system, and be independent. This is the criteria they're going to use now when they're going to look at the cases of people who have dundun. So when they see that, okay, you can take care of yourself, because they're going to look at all these things. Just don't think you've been sleeping in a camp for 5 years and you just come up that you want to get to the no. What have you been doing for 5 years that you've been in Germany? They want to see what you've been doing. And this is what I've been saying. Some people will argue with me, but I told you, if you're in one place, it's not favorable, move to another place or get a lawyer. That is why sometimes in these situations, you need to get a strong lawyer who can help you. But now this is what the situation is. If you've been in Germany for 5 years, you have doo on your documents. They are going to give you 1 year from January. It's going to be 1 year residential permit. They want to see, can you fend yourself? Can you take care of yourself? All these things that I've been saying for the past years for you to do. They're going to check it. So if you've been in Germany, for over 5 years and maybe 3 years you've been working, you already qualified. But another thing is that you don't have any criminal record. So which means if you have any fine that you dumped it somewhere, you've not paid for it, please go and pick up that bill and pay for it. So this is the first thing. So you are qualified to have a residential permit. So we thank God these laws are getting easier and easier. Now, for the students of Ukraine, this is the same thing. It applies to you. I know there's still some fuss over, on the situation with students and people from Ukraine, but I'm telling you, it will continue to get better. So, but while we are waiting, for them also to bring out a policy that will favor people from Ukraine, make sure you've got you're working or you're schooling, you're going to the language school, you're doing something. You see, the blessing about your situation, especially in Berlin, there were so many crash courses that came out. I remember one that came out in IT that I shared, and there's some people who went for it, and now once they finish that 3 months, then they can now, get admission in the university. So there's so many things. We just have to learn not to just sit, fold our arms and be thinking, do something, because there's so much information out there for things that you can do. So please, and make sure that you get involved and never be alone. Ask questions, ask people what's going on, and surely you will find your way through this process. Now, before going to the next point, one thing I would like to say is that I know even with the asylum process, there are many people that I know have already gotten their residential permit. We thank God for that. Even amongst the people who came from Ukraine, on Hope Center platform, there are some people who have also gotten their residential permit. So, we really thank God for this. So there is progress, let us always focus on the positive situations. Let us focus on the positive situations, because when we focus on these positive news, these positive things going on, surely it will also come to your turn. And so that was the first thing. That's the first thing I want everyone to know. The second thing is that if maybe you are a couple and one of you have the residential permit, a German residential permit, and you have a child in Germany, your child is entitled to German citizenship. So they just need one parent to have the residential permit. That child will have access to German citizenship. So, which is also a very good law. Now, the third one is dual citizenship. Before you have to, if you want to become a German citizenship, you have to deny your nationality. But now they've agreed that you can have dual citizenship, which means you can become a German and you can also keep your nationality. So these are some of the updates that we have at the moment. These are some of the updates that we have at the moment, and definitely we will surely come with more news. The most important thing that I would like to say once again, make sure you are doing something. If you're still in the assignment process, as I've always said, get a job. Once you get a job, you can fend yourself, get off the social system, rent apartment for yourself, go and get a place and get out of the camp. Do your best to get out of that social system. This is what is going to help you. And I've seen most people, who I give this kind of advice to, that they are working, in most cases, then the companies decide to take them directly, and at the end of the day, they now help them to stay, to get their residence in Germany. So don't let us keep on looking at, the money they are giving us, but let's find a way how we can be self-independent in a foreign country, especially a place like Germany. And this also goes for students who came from Ukraine. I am so happy for those who got admission. I'm happy for those who have already got their residential permit. And I'm happy for some who are also striving towards it. Now, if you're a student from Ukraine and you're still not doing anything, rub minds with those who are moving and move with them. The lucky thing about those of you who are that came from Ukraine, I think you still can move around. If you're in one state is not favorable, move to another state. And I think I've said this before. Nobody, when you first came, I think before August 31st, I don't know if it's still the same thing. If you have not registered in any city in Germany and you're still moving around, please look for cities where there is favor, for people who came from Ukraine, and go and register. Get yourself planted somewhere. Now, let me tell you about Germany. Germany is not a nation where you can live illegal and make it. It's not possible, because everywhere you go, you want to look for a job, where are your documents? You want to register for health insurance, where are your anything you want to do, we will always ask for your documents. So either it is asylum document, either it is a temporary document they are giving people from Ukraine, whatever it is, they will always ask for document. So it is very important to get yourself situated in Germany. So my name is Yinka Loide. Please, I would like you to share this information. Subscribe to our Facebook and YouTube channel, especially our YouTube channel, and we will surely come up more for more updates. God bless you.